So, in terms of improving your profile strength on either the Made in the Midlands or Made in Yorkshire platform, the first place to get started is if you log in, go to the My account, and you'll get to the back end, to the dashboard. You'll see there's this profile strength percentage. And you can just use this as a rough guide to see how engaged you've been with the platform. This is just an internal thing for you to be able to see. So if you click on the question mark, you've got a mark out of 100 based on different things. A lot of it's based on just engagement. So things like how often you're logging into the platform, how often you're uploading articles, um, things like that. If you filled in your directory listing, so if you go through all these things individually and make sure you're doing as many as possible, then you'll go a long way to being engaged with the platform and having a stronger profile. So for example, like I said, there's a directory listing. Go onto that directory listing to add in your buys and sells. You'll get a profile strength percentage boost. You can go and add more users under more and then users. And then here you can add more people within the company who you want to be able to log in and access your account, for example. And that way you can make sure, there's more people working on it, more likely people are going to be logging in more often, uploading news more often, etc., etc. So that can be a good thing to do as well. Then the other one was uploading news. It recommended every 30 days. And that's a good rough guide for how often you should be uploading news as a member of Made in Midlands or Made in Yorkshire, just to make sure you're making the most of the platform. We've got a weekly newsletter, for example, which is emailed out to 6,000 people a week, I believe. And we also share member news on our social media platforms. So there's quite a lot of incentive to upload news regularly, and a month is a good rough guide for that. If you wanted to upload news articles more frequently than that, if that suited your content plan, then by all means that could be a good option as well. And then there's a few other things you can do to measure yourself just how strong your Made in Group profile is. So, for example, if you go to the Microsite Editor, you'll see that on the right hand side there's these sections. And what that is, I'll just show you an example of someone else's microsite now. So you've got sections within the microsite of an About Us, services, a contact us form, testimonials, meet the team, etc., etc. And this microsite is really strong. So they've added loads of different sections, got really good content on there. So they're really good. And just to show you again on the back end of an account, it will tell you the ones that you've not added. So there might be a reason why you don't want to add, say, a Made TV section, which is a YouTube video, or you don't want to add your company statistics, and that's fine. But it can just give you a good indication, okay, how many of these have we filled in? If you've not filled in many of them, then it's likely that your profile is not as strong as it could be. So you can just use that again as a rough guide to say, okay, we've not added a meet the team. Would it be beneficial for us to do that? Have we got the means to do that? If so, you can go and do it, and you can just go as sort of like a tick box exercise to get your profile even stronger. And then the final thing, which is quite a new function on the platform, is there's also made badges. And like I said, this is quite a new function, but this has basically been brought in for members to be able to sort of showcase success they've had on the platform and to make their platform stand out. So you'll see that with the badges, you can see how many views, if someone's had more than 5,000 views, more than 1,000 views. Made advocacy, which is just if you've used your logo, they used the Made in the Midlands or Made in Yorkshire logo, on your company website to promote being part of the group. Top microsite, which just means you've been featured by our social media team as being like a microsite of the day or microsite of the week. And there's loads of different things on here as well. You can click on to find out what they are and how you'd unlock that badge. But again, that's just another rough guide you can get to see if you're really, if you've got a stronger profile as possible on the platform. And if you need any support with unlocking any of these badges or building a stronger platform, uploading content to your microsite, etc., etc., the Made in Group team are always here to help with that as well.